Hey guys, this is one of the craziest things ever because I have tried to start this video several times and I keep getting like tongue twisted and brain foggy and crazy today. It's Wednesday, and you probably remember if you watched yesterday's video that I said I had a headache yesterday. That I thought it was like my sinuses, allergies, something like that. Well, today the headache is gone, but there's like pressure and I seem extremely brain foggy. And I wanted to talk to y'all about some things today that are serious, but I don't know if I want to talk to y'all about those things when I can't even seem to get my words out. So I'm going to talk to you about some things that are not as serious first and tell you what I'm doing today and why that I want to talk to you guys about these things today instead of later. First of all, Jeff and I are going to Academy after he gets off work, and we're going to Walmart. We're going to Academy because one of our rod and reels is one that one of Jeff's friends gave him because Jeff wouldn't let him pay him for fixing something for him, and he wouldn't take no for an answer, and he insisted that Jeff take something, so he gave him a rod and reel that was brand new. But we don't know how old it was or anything like that. I'm sure it wasn't very old, but we've had it for a few years. Let's just put it that way. We've had it for a few years, and it's just been sitting, and Noah loves using it. He's found that he loves using a bait caster. And there's a couple times that the line broke, so we're going to go get new line. All that to say that we're going to get new line. And we need to get some more weights and hooks and stuff too. But anyway, we're going to Academy for that. And we're going to Walmart because I didn't do something that I'm always telling you guys to do. I tell you guys to check your menu plan before you go to the grocery store, right? That's what I say. Not maybe always, but I've said it several times on our videos, whatever. It's okay. I've said it to you guys lots of times, but I didn't take my own advice. And I do this sometimes. I forget my own advice. So we're supposed to have manwich because we're trying to get rid of that manwich in a can. One reason, homemade tastes better. The other reason is the manwich, I think it's got the high fructose corn syrup in it. And no, high fructose corn syrup isn't terrible if you don't eat it a lot, but if you pay attention, there's a lot of things that you buy that has high fructose corn syrup, so it is being overeaten. Well, anyways, we decided we like the homemade better, so we're just going to use that up. And we also don't want the extra corn syrup. The other reason is that space that it's taking up in my pantry, I want to can some beans and put them there. Because I just want to. I don't know when I'm going to do it yet though, because Jeff has to get my jars, and because I can't get to them. I mean, I could, but I had to get on a ladder, and y'all, I have been like super dizzy for years when I get on a ladder, and I don't want to be handling glass. Like, I just don't. So I'm gonna have to get Jeff or Noah to get them, and we keep forgetting because we've been so busy. Like every day when Jeff gets home, we're busy, and then once we're not busy, it's like we want to sit down and relax with each other. We don't want to do anything else, you know, so we don't think about the jars. So I can't can yet. But that's okay. It's not a problem. I'm just going to be canning some dry beans and peas, and I need to get rid of that manwich anyway. Anyways, I didn't look at my list of my menu plan, so I didn't put it on the list, so I didn't buy the buns. So we're going to do that. And I don't have enough bread for us to have that and Jeff to be able to have things for work if he wants it. Which the next, like, he has lunch for tomorrow, so anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's the whole point of me saying any of that, is we gotta go to Walmart. See, I'm everywhere. I cannot stay on task. I don't really have chores to do today other than the dishwasher, and I'm not going to share that today. But I did want to talk to y'all about some things. And I'm going to tell you right now that you may or may not be interested in this, but I was asked to talk about it. And I'm going to tell you right now that I don't know a lot myself. And I may get some things wrong. And the reason why I'm telling you about this is because I want you to do your research. And I want to honor what my friend has asked me to do. We know, if you've been watching my channel for a little while, if you came to the Bible studies, if you look at my community tab, there's times when I've asked for prayer for Donna and her husband since January. And there was a lot of things going on that you guys didn't know about, because it was just something that you didn't have to know about, for one. And two, it was, you know, I have to have permission before I share things. But she has specifically asked me to share about some things that she had to fight for. Now, her husband did pass away, and she's still fighting with things. So she asked me to talk to you guys about some important things. And since I don't have any supper that I'm sharing, since I don't have anything else that I'm doing today, like laundry or any of those things, I decided I would sit down and do this. And if we have enough for me to share with you guys what we got from Academy and Walmart, I'll share that. But really, I'm just going to talk to you about 4 different things that were very important to her, were things that she wished would have happened before, and it's something we need to talk about. Okay, so I don't really know how to talk to you about this stuff because I'm not an expert. But it's things that she wished would have happened before she went into the situation that they didn't know they were going to go into. Okay? And this can be for a husband and wife. This can be for a parent and child. It doesn't matter. And you may not choose to do all of these things, but you may choose to do 1 or 2. But there's 4 different things. One of them is for after. Let me see. Let me look at that again, because this was in a text and I want to make sure that I got it right. Yeah, it's for before. Okay, so it is talking about end of life, which is something we're all going to have to face. It's not something that I'm facing right now, but it's something we need to think about before we get to that point. And Donna has cautioned me and lots of her friends to consider these things before you get there, while you're still healthy, while you still can, before you ever get to the point where that your loved one is in the hospital and can't speak for themselves. So one of the things she talked about was power of attorney. Now, I don't know anything about power of attorney other than the person who has power of attorney can speak for the other person. Then that may or may not be something you would want to do if you're very healthy and things like that. But if you find, okay, maybe you get a diagnosis that is fatal, and you know you are going to end up having to have someone else make your decisions, choose a person, choose your person who you trust with your life and everything, that you know would not do you wrong, and give them power of attorney. Now, I don't know how to do this other than maybe you go to a lawyer, you go to a notary republic. I cannot say the words. Notary republic. Is that it? I don't know. Look into that. Look into power of attorney, because that can be something that would help you. And we actually did look into this whenever my daddy, we were talking about it with his doctor before, whenever he had cancer. And I didn't feel right doing that. I didn't want to have, you know, like, say so over everything. But if he would have wanted that, I would have done it. So the doctor discussed it with us because it is something that he needed to discuss. Well, my daddy had already taken care of everything before he ever knew he had cancer. You get away from that. Sorry. Daisy's trying to get grub on the tripod because she thinks it's hers. But Daddy had already done all of that before we even knew he was sick. So that was wonderful. He'd already made all of his arrangements. He had already done everything that needed to be done, from what I understand. I mean, we didn't have to really do anything. So either go ahead and make your own decisions and have someone know what they are, or give someone power of attorney if you find that you're sick or something. Another thing is you can get health care power of attorney, so that the person that you trust with your life, with your health, that you know would make good decisions about your, you know, beneficial decisions about your life, when it comes to your health concerns, give them say so over that. Now, from everything I understand, that does not mean you lose your right to choose what you want or what you don't. But also look into that too before you step into any of these things. Do some research about healthcare power of attorney. I will try to find some links, but the reason why I'm kind of hesitating about finding links is because different states have different rules and regulations. So we need to think about that too. But healthcare power of attorney would give someone the right to make your health decisions. Let's just say that you end up in a car accident or something and you can't choose what you need. Some states, they don't leave it up to the family members or the closest family members. From what I understand, I could be wrong, they leave it up to the courts. It's someone else that has to be, you know, in charge of it. So if you have healthcare power of attorney, nobody else can take charge of your health but that person that you gave that right to. So in my case, it would be, I would give the right to Jeff and he would give the right to me, because I know he would make the best decisions that I would want for my health, and I would do the same for him. Another thing is a living will. They ask my daddy so many times, do you have a living will? I have been asked that so many times when I go in for surgery. Even when I went in for certain tests, I was asked, do I have a living will? And I was like, do I need one? They never did actually tell me if I did or not, or what they were. And all they ever said was, it's up to you. So now, after talking to Donna, I really feel like we should all be looking into this more. And I also want to say this is the only time I'm probably going to talk about this, because I don't know enough to tell you about it. I'm just kind of passing on information that I've learned, which is not much. And passing on something because I didn't physically see my friend go through a lot of turmoil, but she told me about so many things. I heard it in her voice. I saw it in her words when she sent me messages. And it was so much anxiety on her when her husband was in the hospital and he could not speak for himself because he was in a coma and he wasn't coherent enough to talk and different things like that. He could not sign any sort of legal documents because of his state of mind. So she had to end up going to the courts, and she had to fight to take care of her own husband, to fight for his health, for them to do what they needed to do to care for him. She had to fight for it. And one, that's a terrible anxiety that your loved one should not have to have. Two, that's a lot of money that you do not need to have to spend. Plus, it's probably a time in your life when you can't really afford it. But who can nowadays? And it's just like so much that you can't do. And the last thing that I want to talk about is making sure that, let me get this right. Okay, I'm just going to read this to you. Here's another thing you might consider. Also, reading today is wibble wobbly for me because of my brain fog, and I skip whenever it comes to reading off my phone. Sorry, I'm trying to do my best. Here's another thing you might consider for the future, but to do it soon, not mean to be morbid or anything, but whichever is higher, your Social Security or your husband's, you can get that after he passes. And I think the same is true for him, but my point is, all this is that you need a certified copy of your marriage certificate or the original copy. So you need to get original or certified copies of your marriage certificate for your husband or yourself, you know, vice versa, to get your Social Security if you pass. I didn't know this. I mean, I have the copy they gave us at the courthouse whenever Jeff and I got married. I guess that's the certified copy. It's got a seal on it. But I just thought that was a pretty thing, and I stuck it in a frame. You know, I didn't know that was like a legal document, actually. So, now, I know that the small amount I've worked, Jeff wouldn't get much at all for Social Security for me. But he's worked since he was 15, I think was his first job that he ended up getting taxes taken out. And you know they're going to tax all of that. But that's something you need to know about. And also, if someone does pass away, and you're the one that has to take care of their estate or whatever, you need to have a lot of death certificates. You need to have multiple copies. And not just like copies, but multiple of the original. You have to, I think you have to pay for them. I know you do for birth certificates. But these are some things that you need. And she has asked me to pass on this information. Now, am I the perfect person to pass on this information? No. I don't know a lot of legal things. But I do know that what she has gone through from the start of this year until now has been sometimes horrific. And it's so sad, and I have cried for her. I have, like, knowing all the things that I don't even probably know all the things she had to go through. Daisy, no ma'am, you go, get off my tripod. Sorry, she bumped y'all. She's being ornery. I don't know why she wants to rub on the tripod today. She does it every once in a while, not very often. I think because I'm not giving her attention and I'm trying to be serious. Maybe she thinks something's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. Maybe she thinks there is, though, because I am trying to be serious, because this is serious. But as Donna said, I'm not trying to be morbid. It's just something we might need to look into while we're young, while we're healthy. And I know I'm not the healthiest person in the world, but my brain is sharp. I mean, yeah, I have a little brain fog, but there's a lot of things behind the scenes y'all don't know about. Not a lot, really, but I tell y'all about most of the things. But there's things in my life that I don't need to always have to talk about, that I have concerns about. One of them is all the vitamins I've been taking. Do I really need all of them? You know, that kind of thing. The other one is Selena not talking to us. We don't even know if she's okay or not. And that is the main issue I have. That one right there. But anyway, I didn't mean to get on that subject. That's not where I was trying to go. But while we are younger and we can, you know, Daisy, mine. Don't look at me like that. Go on over there somewhere. Don't sass me. But while we're younger, which, I mean, Donna's not old. Her husband wasn't old. So, age really has nothing to do with it. While we're healthier, we need to look at this stuff. Stuff that you don't get taught in school. Stuff your parents don't teach you. I don't even know that my mama knows anything about any of it. I don't even know what would happen if mama got sick to the point where she couldn't she couldn't speak for herself. I don't know if they would allow her 8 children to speak for her. I don't know if she has healthcare power of attorney. I would think that she needed it, like one of her children to have it. And as far as I know, none of us do. I don't. And I don't think any of the rest do either. And these things are important. Now, if you do these things, make sure you have someone you absolutely trust with your life. Not somebody that's just like, you know, okay, let her go. That kind of thing. Y'all know I joke too. But it's important. And that's what I wanted to talk about today because I don't have much else to share with you. I'm not going to be cooking. Because I mean, I might show y'all supper, but that's going to be it. And also, you know, I know that y'all watch Mr. Tom. A lot of you guys do. And I know he's okay. I mean, he even took himself to the doctor. And all that stuff. He's doing good. And y'all just keep praying for him. I'm going to hold the tripod because she keeps rubbing it. I'm sorry if it bumps. She won't listen. But, if it had been worse for him, would they have allowed his 2 kids to say, do this, do that? I don't know. Because of what I just saw Donna go through, I didn't actually physically see it, but, you know, I don't know. Which I know our state is different. And I know that I have seen other people make decisions for loved ones whenever they were in the hospital and stuff. So maybe our state is different. I mean, she lives in South Carolina, so I don't really know. Look at your state where you are. Figure out, you know, all those things. And, you know, if all of these things I've talked about, if you have no interest at all, forget I said any of it and then just watch the rest of this video. I don't know how much it's going to be, but that's what I wanted to talk about a little. And I will type out the things. I don't know if I'm going to leave any links, really. I know I said I would, but I'm hesitant because I don't know. But I will see what I can do about that part. And if I find something that will pertain to the whole United States, I will do that. But also, I know I have people in the UK watching me. Sorry, my camera quit. I was saying, I know I have people in the UK watching me, and I really don't know anything about their stuff. I don't even know if they can do these things. So, and Canada, there may be people from Canada watching me. I don't know if you guys can do all this stuff. But, or if it's called the same thing. I don't know what it's called in other places. So, just, if you want to, look into it. If you don't, then just overlook my conversation so far today. And do whatever you want. I mean, do what you want to do, but just, if you had seen or heard or known about all the stuff, all the anxiety and pain from having to deal with all this, all the anger that I'm sure was being, you know, was in it. Because I would be angry if somebody told me I couldn't take care of my own husband. I would be angry if somebody told me I couldn't do some certain thing, or that they couldn't treat him because of some certain thing, or they were going to do, now I don't know if all of this happened, but like if they were going to cancel his insurance, or if they were going to, his insurance wouldn't work. I would be angry as much as he's worked and as much as he has paid for the different things that we have, for them to say, oh, well, you've paid for this insurance for so and so years, but it doesn't cover all those things. I mean, ours is pretty good, but I'm just saying, look into what you can and can't do. And if Donna is watching this, which she probably maybe will be, because she's gotten to being able to watch some of my videos again, because she's been so busy she hasn't been able to watch everything for everybody. But if she's watching this, maybe she'll leave a comment down below. If she leaves a comment that has any more information, because trust me, she is a wealth of information. She can tell you all sorts of things. If she does, I will pin it up in the top comments so you guys can see it, because she knows way more than I do. And if any of you guys know, please have a conversation in the comments. Let us know what you know, because even if what you know doesn't pertain to every state, it might, somebody else might live in your state. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. And that's what I want to do. Like, I know that a lot of you guys talk to each other in the comments. Some of you do, and you know, you've got to know each other. And it's like what I want. I want us to have community. Also, just think of Joanne whenever she fell. If it had been worse, and they wouldn't let her husband say what to do, it would be terrible to not have the right to make sure your loved one was cared for properly. That's just something that is not something that's right. So I say look into these things. Figure out what you can do where you're at to take care of those you love, if that is what they choose. And have someone do the same for you if that is what you choose. So now we'll get back to my normal crazy, because I've been serious long enough and I can only be serious for a certain amount of time. No, I can be serious for a long time, but I do seem to always joke about bad things. It's like a mechanism, defense mechanism, or a coping mechanism. Is that it? I do joke a lot about things that aren't always great. I joke about my health a lot because I'm fine. I mean, I feel good. I feel better now than I have in a while. I mean, I'm not in shape at all. Y'all can tell. Y'all can look at me and tell that. But I feel like now that I know more about what's going on with my health, now that I know about the insulin resistance, then it's like, that's why that I can't lose weight. It's not all, because I kept blaming myself, even though doctors kept telling me, no, it's not you, no, it's not you. I'm like, it's got to be me. I mean, it's got to be me. And it was still, you know, that thing. But I joke about it. And I am trying. I'm trying to do better. That's one reason why I don't want snacks in the house, and I just want fruits, because I can eat fruit. And I know fruit's sugary too, but it's a different type of sugar. And I'll still eat my snacks though. Y'all know I will. But I'm doing better. I'm choosing. I mean, I just made a blueberry cheesecake. You know I'm going to eat some of it. That's the first time in years. But I'm choosing better. Which I've done that for years. But I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm learning. We're all learning. So let's learn together. And if y'all have any ideas or knowledge about any of these things I talked about, let us know in the comments. But I'll be back at some point. But I'm not sure when, because I don't know what I'm doing today. Okay, I said that I would show y'all what we got, if we got anything. So I'm going to do that. We got a loaf of bread and some buns. And we got Noah some more body armors. And he's going to try this one. We got some rod holders for our fishing excursions. that some of you seem to like. We got some more of the powdered donuts, and we got these for Jeff because I'm not making a snack this week. And I'm pretty sure Noah will probably eat some too. And we got these chips in the individual packages because whenever we go fishing and stuff, I don't want to have like people digging in bags and stuff. So we just did that. This is not an always thing, it's just sometimes. And then what we got from, that was all Walmart. And then what we got from Academy, we got some hooks. We got 3 different kinds of hooks, or 3 different sizes of hooks. Well, there are different kinds too. And these are for worms. These actually are for, all of them, no, these are for, aren't these for catfish? Just bait hooks for like doing catfish. And these are supposed to be weedless, which, you know, you can still get caught up in the weeds. But anyway, got some of those. Got these big floats. We're not going saltwater fishing, but what's the reason why we need the big ones? Because one of the places where we are going to probably go is like really rougher water. You can see those better. We got some weights, and this also has, no, you can do whatever you're doing, or you already eating it. He's eating a biscuit. Some weights and swivels, and the little, these are like little crystal beads. I probably got some of these beads if we really need those, Jeffrey. And we got some reel grease because we have a couple reels that need some work. And this kind of line for the reel that Noah's been using. And I have a backpack. They have tackle box backpack type situations, but I have 2 that are for hunting. And I told Jeff that we could grab some of these boxes and use one of those for fishing because I don't need 2 for hunting. So we got 2 of that size, 1 of that size, and then 1 small one. And I'll tell you about what's in this box in just a minute. Okay, Noah was trying to figure out where to put the chips, and I told him that's not going to be a permanent snack thing. We're not going to have that all the time, so they don't need a permanent home. It's just something we're doing for like maybe summertime. I don't know. Anyway, this box is from Amazon. I was contacted about a menu board, or not a menu board, a planner board thing. I'll tell you about it in a minute, or I don't know exactly what you would call it. Let me tell you what you would call it. You would call it an acrylic refrigerator magnetic dry erase board planner. So I was contacted by this company. Let me get back to it so I can get you the proper wording of the proper name of the company and all that stuff. I was contacted, let's see, that's just my shipping records, and I want to get the name right. Co with Day. I think that I'm saying that right. I'll link the board down below in the description box. I don't know anything about this board. I just know that it looked like something I would purchase myself. So since it looked like something I would purchase myself, and my menu board that I have is peeling up on the edges, and using those the chalkboard ones, it's not working that well, I've decided this would probably be better. And we can put it on that freezer over there, and I'll show y'all how we hang it up whenever we do. But one of the things about this menu, it's not a menu board. That's what I'm going to use it for. This planner, this wall calendar is, it comes with the things that you can put on the wall or on your refrigerator or some kind of metal something, because it has 2 different ways. It's the sticky kind and it's got magnets. I should have got scissors or something, but it's okay, I'm almost done. But one of the things about it that I liked was, Noah, I might need your strength. Okay, there, I got it. One of the things I liked about it was the fact that it had the silicone covers for the magnets, so it won't scratch your your appliance, which that was really awesome. Dude, no, I do need something. I need a knife, or hold on, I can get it from the end. Here we go, never mind. I'll get it from this way. But it comes with silicone magnets, and not magnets, but magnet covers. Let me just get this out and I'll be right back. Okay, I got most of it open, not all of it, but I want to show you this. This has a magnetic dry erase board calendar. It's got a user manual. It's got this here, and it tells you how to install, how to remove it, and all that stuff. But not only does it have that, it's also got this little bag here with all kinds of other goodies. I'm just going to dump them out. It's got microfiber cloth for erasing, which is awesome. It's got a little magnetic holder, which is awesome. That the pins that comes with it, it has 6 pins, will fit into. Isn't that neat? I'm going to put it beside it, of course. I actually, whenever I agreed to this, I didn't even know it came with all of these things. It's got a little loop there for you to hang this too. I wonder if there's a, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so what it has is it has these, let me, well, I don't want to open these, so I'm not going to. But these right here are 2 of the little sticky type things for you to stick on your wall or something. They just go into these little holes. Let's see. No, that's not a hole. Thought of these little holes. See the holes there? Okay. Now, this comes with a film on it, so I'm going to take that off real quick, if I can. Please remove film before use. But I chose the monthly. They have a monthly and a weekly. And I chose the monthly because I just thought that that would be better for me to just put the whole month's menu on my refrigerator or on the freezer. And then, look how pretty that is. It's just, I mean, you see through it. And it's made really well. Hi. Oh, it's staticky too, because I feel it on my face. Alright, so then it has these little silicone, like I said, the covers for the magnets. The magnets are on the back. And there's 5 magnets. See, that's where the magnet is. My battery is now trying to die. Oh boy. But it's got those. Let me get these little covers on here and I'll come right back. And whenever I come back, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the refrigerator or on the freezer over there, because I need to change this battery. Okay, Noah got me a new battery, so I'm just going to bring y'all over here and show you how easy it is to get one of these little silicone things on. I hope y'all can see this. It's just that easy. And the silicone will protect your appliance from the metal that's on here. And I'll have all the information down below for y'all to check this out if you want to. Don't feel like you have to. You know, I always say, if you want to, check it out. If you don't want to, don't. But it comes with the planter board, the magnetic pen holder, the markers, 6 of those, 1 rag, and it has 2 adhesive wall hooks, and then the silicone covers. That's what is in the package whenever you get it. So I'm going to take it over there, and I'm going to stick it on the freezer. Okay, so I took off what I had up here, and I'm just going to stick this on here. Try to put it in the center. Jeffrey, where do you think we should put it?
You just wait for YouTube right on.
Well, I can take it off to write on it. And then I'm going to stick these, I guess right there. I don't know. I really don't know where to put them. You can put it beside it or anywhere you want. Just don't stick them upside down or it won't hold the pins. Alright, so we're going to see how it writes. And I'll erase it, of course, because there's no point in having the wrong thing on here. So let's just put, like, say that's the first. See, that's a mess. 3, 4, You can put your dates, and you can see the letters and everything, and say tonight. Let's see, I'm gonna move y'all closer. Let's say tonight. What is today's date, Jeffrey? The 17th? All right, how'd I get that? So 5, we'll just pretend the 17th is somewhere over here. That's not the right. Hey, it is a Wednesday. Is today, did I get that right? I don't know what I'm doing. Nope, I'm one day off. This month started on that day. So anyways, you put down, I'm gonna just put in what we're having for supper. And if we decide to change it, I can easily just come in and wipe it off. And you can use cleaner on this if you need to. But one thing about it, the things that are printed on it, from what I can see, Jeff, come tell me if I'm right or wrong. It looks to me like what is printed on this is printed on the back side. I think that I'm right. I could be wrong. Is this stuff printed on the back side?
Looks like it.
Yeah, so that way it doesn't come off. Let's see what the pink looks like. Write my name. Let's see what the yellow looks like. I was not planning on doing this today, but it came today. It wasn't supposed to be here yet, I didn't think. The yellow, oh, it writes, that writes really good. Now, the only problem I'm gonna have is finding these markers that work well on it, which it shouldn't be too bad of a problem, because I think they're just regular dry erase markers. So you can get those from Walmart or whatever. But I think it's gonna be a good tool for me. And like I said, they have it to where you can get just the weekly. It's just Monday through Sunday, or it may start with, oh, I made a squeak on it with my finger. It may start with Sunday through Saturday. It may be how it is. I don't remember. But anyway, and then it's got a little notes area. It's like just the days. But I think that it turns this way, but I'm not sure. I'll just put the link down below and let y'all see it. But it's a really awesome little thing. And I like that it has these magnets that are really strong. That's not going anywhere. That's not going to just fall off. And if I did want to hang it on the wall, I do have that option of those little hooks. And I believe that if I'm not wrong, I think these hooks, no, they can't. Okay, I was thinking that these hooks, you could put like a screw through them, but you could just put a screw through these holes if you didn't want to like put the glue stuff, or you didn't have a place on your refrigerator for it. But that's where it's going to live, and I'm going to fill it out, probably not right now because I'm about to cook supper, but I'm going to fill it out sometime, and I think it'll be a pretty neat tool. I don't know where I'm going to hang the cloth, and you can wash the cloth, but I don't know, maybe I'll just hang it. I'll do this. I'll hang it on one of the pins and stick it like that maybe. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I'm doing. But, like I said, don't feel pressured. I do these sponsored things because I like to share things with y'all, but this right here seems like it's really made really well, and that's enough of me talking about it. So, I will show y'all what supper looks like whenever it's done, and then I will leave y'all alone for the day. Okay, so here's the super simple supper tonight. The sandwich, and we got dip, and we've got chips there, and we got some left in there, and buns, and Jeff has cheese and mustard over there because he likes that on it. So that's what our supper is for tonight. Okay guys, that is all I have for today. We are done with supper. The table is cleaned, things are put away, and we're done with all the things we're doing today. We're gonna shower and just veg out. It's already after 8 o'clock, and actually Jeff and I were talking for a while before we decided to finish up this, before I decided to finish up this video, so that's why it's been a while since we ate supper. We did eat supper quite a while ago. But anyway, that is all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that it's okay that I do sponsored content sometimes, because, you know, lots of things are sponsored. Lots of different, you know, people are sponsored, not just YouTubers. And it helps me make videos. It helps me do things. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to talk about it a lot. But I do appreciate you hanging out with me. And I do enjoy sharing things that I enjoy or things that I would like. And the reason why I got that is because I just thought it would help our family out. That's the reason I agreed to it. And it's really well made. At least it seems to be. I've only had it for a few hours. But that is all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I think I probably said some of this, but again, brain fog, and now I have a headache again. But I think it's from the weather, because it's storming. So, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. And if you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. It was a bit heavy. It was a bit more, you know, intense than normal with some of the things I was talking about. But I do feel like they are important. And if you know, if you liked it, go ahead and do those things, the YouTube things. And if you didn't, that's okay. You can do those YouTube things anyway, because you might like something I do later. Most importantly, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. If you have any knowledge about any of the things I talked about today, let me know that too. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.